Welcome back, guys. It's been a little while since we put a video out here at Simple Acre Homestead. We've had some shorts out, but those are just to kind of give you little glimpses. But anyway, we have some barred rock chicks that have hatched, and we've had them in the house for the last couple of weeks. And I'll be quite honest with you, the smell is just horrible. We keep changing the brooder litter, but we got to get them out of there. So, as you guys have caught glimpses over the winter, this garage slash barn that we have here is stuffed. That's why we really want to get a couple of mini barns built this year, because this is where we store everything, and it becomes a huge pile of disorganization. I guess I'm not the best at keeping it tidy, especially when I got to get everything inside. But anyway, so the last few years what we've used for our chicks is just this simple 4x4 brooder, where they slat the wood and they slide over each other, kind of interlock into a square. And like I said, this is like the third year we've used it, and initially, since I used that chipboard, it doesn't hold up real well. The slats are kind of coming apart, breaking apart. So this year, when I put it together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put little reinforced pieces of wood in the corner, screw them together, just to give them a little more strength. Going to get some shavings and straw on the bottom, and get a heat lamp, food, water in there, and then we're going to get these chicks out here today. So we do actually have another 80 eggs in the incubator that should be hatching in the next couple weeks. So I'm going to work away at this while Cindy records, and maybe keeps you entertained with some conversation.
Oh yes, I'm so entertaining.
Once again,
You're lost.
I'm lost. I put my tools down, and oh, here we go. This is how I am. Okay. So I guess I'm going to continue here. Move this microphone. So it's just simply just a quick reinforcement. Something I can take apart again easily.
So we have, what, 41 or so chicks right now?
Yeah, I believe so.
We sold some.
We've sold some, and we've been selling hatching eggs this year, trying to form some sort of income here on the little homestead. Okay. So this will just make sure it doesn't open on us. Like I said, we gotta get some old hay. So we'll cover up the back part with just this piece of wood here. We want to make sure they do get some light, and they still see us. We don't want them getting too skittish, so we'll put a little wire gate on there. Some food and water. I want to hang a heat lamp, so it's just above the grating here, so we do have some sort of heat for them, because it still gets a little cool at night here. They are starting to get their feathers, but I would have liked to have waited a bit longer to get them outside. But with the, yeah, it's just one of those smells.
The smell.
Yeah, it's the smell. So, you know, such is farm life. Okay, so I'm gonna get the other stuff, get it in here, and get everything set up. We'll get those chicks moved so you guys can see those, and we'll carry on from there. So many plans, so many ideas. Just we gotta get them executed.
What's the next project?
Well, we have a whole pile of trees coming again, and there'll be garden planting, and we'll have to hopefully get started on those mini barns. The idea is that we're just going to go possibly 2 barns. We don't want to deal with permits and all the annoyances that comes with that, so the plan is to go as large as we can, which I believe is a 10 by 16, so about 100, or not 10 by 16, 8 by 16. So I believe it's what we can do without having to get all the permissions, etc. And then hopefully we'll incorporate a bit of an overhang that will allow us a little extra outside space, covered outside space. So, but yeah. Okay, so put the box together, and I've thrown some straw or some hay in there. So it's a little fluffy right now, but of course they're gonna work away at that. And now I get some feed and water set up, and hang the heat lamp. So time to do a feed story. Okay, now we just need the birds.
Let's go get the birds.
Yeah, let's do that and get them in their new home. Get the heat lamp on them, and
I think they'll be cozy.
this should be okay. Are they all dead?
All of them.
Okay. Alright, so I'll get that adjusted once they're in there. Alright guys, so we're just gonna move the chicks, and so most of what we hatched this year, I think we already mentioned, is barred rock. We did have one chicken, it was a barnyard mix, and no matter what, she would escape the summer coop. She would fly the electric fence, escape the summer coop. She would fly over the 8-foot fence that the old coop's in, just to get back to that same coop that she's known for most of her life. So we stopped fighting her on it. She normally lays a green egg, but it looks as though we had mistaken a couple of maybe those green ones for brown, and we have at least one chick that is definitely a mix and not a barred rock. But anyway, I'll show you as we go here. All right, so this is that one chick I was talking about. It's got more of a lighter color, the yellow to it. She's still got some barred rock markings, but definitely not a pure. And then we have the barred rock. You can see the colors in the wings starting already. They got the little yellow spot in the head, a little yellow whitish spot. Supposedly the smaller the spot is a hen, and the larger that area is supposed to be a little roux. This guy here, he's got a little deformity, he or she. We've decided just to let it go and see how it managed to live. If it can get by with having the kind of turned neck like that, then we'll let it its life play out with everybody else. lower it down here. The heat a little closer to them.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
So fortunately with using this steel gate here, if something does happen where this light lets go, which I really don't think it will, if something was to happen, at least it should land on the metal and not catch a fire. Alright, so there we have it. So now we'll just slide that back and forth, that little gated top there. Keep the heat lamp on them for a few more weeks. And once the weather gets nicer, we'll get them out of one of the tractors. Let them grow there a bit. There we go. Keep everything out, keep them in. Hopefully keep them warm. Okay guys, so we got the barred rock chicks moved out of the house. We'll go light some candles, kind of air that out. And these guys will, like I said, they'll stay here for a couple weeks. At least a couple weeks. Anyway, we really appreciate you coming by again. We would love to hear from you. Tell us where you're from, how your chicks are doing. And if you don't mind, hit that like button, the subscribe button, follow along. And just say hi. Thanks, guys.
Looks like you've got an octopus there.
I have a huge mess. That's what I have. It's like airing my dirty laundry. It's like, here's the disorganized me.
It's real.